everybody. My name is Marilee Burnett. I am your tarot reader, back with the messages for the week of January 20th, 2025, which is going to be quite an eventful week. So we'll see how the cards line up for us as well. If you want to make sure that you are aware every time I post new content, make sure you click on that subscribe button below, and also make sure you go out to my website, marileeburnett.com. That way, once you're subscribed there, you get notification every time I have new content as far as my written work, like the monthly horoscopes, the new moons, the full moons, and those get emailed to your inbox directly. And so I would love it if more of you joined me there as well. Also there, you can find all of my pricing for my readings, and it's a perfect time to schedule a session to go deep into 2025 still. And trust me, there is a lot to see. And if you can't do the big 2-hour reading, consider doing one for the eclipses, because they are really powerful and they're tied in to Mercury and Venus retrograde. Very fascinating. So hopefully some of you can join me and we can break it down for you. For now, let's focus in on the card messages for the week. Make sure you watch for your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. Usually it's the rising sign that you notice most, but it will be good to compare all three and find out. I start us with the sign of Aries, go through the sign of Pisces, and along with this, you will have an astro lesson. So you want to check out that for all the details in the week ahead. And so let's get started with Aries. All right, Aries, I promised a big week ahead, and you have the 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands is when we're done, right? So we have been carrying a burden for some time. It could be related to work. A lot of times the wands are related to work. It's also related to our passions, right? This is fire energy like your own. And when the 10 of Wands shows up, we have been doing a lot and we're ready to put our burden down and be done and complete it. So there's something important that you are completing this week, Aries. It will result in the beginning of something else and something new. So don't give up, right? If you're at almost the end of something, keep pushing. And then let me know what you finished. Next, we have Taurus. All right, Taurus. So, good news for you when you see the 6 of Wands, which again, we have some more fire energy. The 6 of Wands is a time of some kind of celebration and some kind of recognition that is coming your way. Usually it's related to a work project, but whatever you are most involved in right now, whatever project you're working on, it's coming to an end. And as you return to, maybe you were loaned out to work in another department, there's a lot of positive recognition coming your way. And then that energy of the 6, it's happy, joyful, loving. So it's a really inspiring week ahead for you where you feel good. I can't wait to hear how that turns out for you, Taurus. Next, we have Gemini. All right, Geminis. The 3 of Swords suggests that you have been going through a bit of a painful experience. But this week, that pain is coming to a close. You're ready to heal. You're ready to move on. There's usually other people involved in whatever this pain point was for you. But it's time to let it go, right? And not continue to suffer. The swords, of course, rule over our mind, rule over our communication. So there could have been a difficult conversation that caused you pain and hurt you, but you can't stay stuck with that forever. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. You will begin to heal this week. So take it slow. You might turn your attention to something or somewhat of a creative project, because that can help you channel any of the remaining emotions that you feel so that they don't stay stuck within, and you can just let this all go. Keep me posted, Geminis. Next, we have Cancer. All right, Cancer. This is the Eight of Pentacles. So this is a card that shows up when we are refining our skills. We may be wanting to go back to school to learn something more to enhance our skills. We're definitely paying attention to the details in the work that we do. And so there's this element of wanting to improve, right? To get and become stronger financially. So sometimes that is obviously about us improving upon our skill set. It doesn't have to be a formal class or a big degree, right? It could just be, a 2-hour webinar. Just something that you're interested in will call your attention this week, and you'll use that something to help improve your financial situation. And that 8 energy is the number of strength and opportunity. So know that you are strong and resilient and can get through this, and then watch the financial benefits that show up for you as a result. Next, we have Leo. All right, Leos, you are seeking answers this week, and you will get them. This is a major arcana card. It is the High Priestess, and this is who holds all the knowledge. She carries the book of knowledge with her typically. And from this place, you are going to find the answer. Something that has been, maybe bothering you for some time. It's an unanswered question that you've been hanging on to forever, and it will come to light this week. Now, in this Priestess card, we see Mercury above the word priestess, which again, that's knowledge, that's information. So pay close attention to your email, pay close attention to the conversations you have with other people. There could just be messengers that come your way this week that are indirect, but what they have to tell you is the truth, and you need to hear it. So that number 2 is about balance. It could be something involving relationships, but it's an important week, Leo, so let me know how it turns out. Next, we have Virgos. All right, Virgos, you have the 4 of Pentacles. So this is a week where you're working on restructuring your finances in some way. Now, sometimes you can be a little closed off when we see the 4 of Pentacles. If it's not finances that are on your mind, you gotta look at, are you being too closed off, or maybe are you being stingy because you're a little too worried about finances, and so you're really trying to protect your resources in some way? This is just something to contemplate, right? And when we think about the number 4, if you do have any kind of financial structures that aren't serving you, then this is a time to tear those down and rebuild back up stronger structures and foundations for yourself. So it's a good week to take a close look at your budget. Where is your money going? And do you need to make any kind of changes? All right, keep me posted, Virgos. Next, we have Libra. All right, Libra, the 8 of Swords is a card that comes up when we are way too much in our heads. I literally pulled this card in a daily reading the week before this is posting. And what always comes to mind is the fact that we are in this self-imposed prison whenever we see the Ace of Swords, and the prison just exists in our mind. But it's how we're letting it affect our day-to-day life that is actually causing us more pain than if we just moved on with whatever this conversation is that you continue to have over and over and over again in your head. So break free from the prison that you've put yourself in. Dare to challenge yourself and do something different, even though you may be frustrated or scared or worried about what ifs. Remember to change your what ifs into something amazing. So instead of saying something like, what if I fail? What if you succeed? Right? Turn that around. And that number 8 says you have all the strength you need and all the support you need. So take advantage of it and break free. Scorpio. All right, Scorpios, you have the 4 of Swords. So this says that you've been working really hard. You've probably been very active, and now it's time to rest. Just allow yourself to not be so busy. And if you can't take a major break, right? This is a perfect time to do things like meditation. You could try out one of my hypnosis sessions. You can just take a nap, right? Allow yourself those small moments, if you can't take a big rest or a big break, to just relax and let everything go and let your mind be calm, right? So again, this number 4 is that energy where we can create new, stronger foundations for ourselves. It also has a lot to do with home and family. So if those topics have been on your mind, you can't think it to death. It's not going to fix itself the more you think about it. So let whatever this is go and just let yourself be at peace this week. Next we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Another beautiful major arcana card for the week, and you have the Magician. So the Magician's always a welcome card. This is the first entity or energy or person, or however you want to think about it, in the tarot deck that the Fool encounters, right? And the Magician's message is you have all the power within you to create magic. So whatever it is that you're dreaming about, whatever it is that you want to create, know that you have all the tools you need. You just need to actually use them. And as a result of using these gifts that you have, you're creating magic in your life. And it's the number 1. So this is something big. This is a new beginning for you that inspires you, and maybe you're going to inspire others. Let me know what magic you create. Next, we have Capricorn. All right, Capricorns, we are seeing the Justice card. And what's interesting as this week begins is that Mercury in the sign of Capricorn is in this pressure-filled energy as the week begins. So this will be a curious moment where will justice be served? There's a major conflict going on. And will you finally get the justice you deserve? And hopefully that's justice. That's a good thing for you. Of course, it's a major arcana card. It's the number 11. This is a number of balance and light. This is a week where, again, when you weigh this, right, you look whatever these two things are in front of you, is your heart heavy or is it light as a feather? Because justice is served when your heart is light as a feather. So there's something big this week, Capricorns, that may come out of some major conflict, but as a result of that conflict, finally, you're at peace. Keep me posted, Capricorns. Next we have Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. I love it when I see the Knight of Cups, especially if you're looking for romance or hoping for change in a current romance, because the Knight of Cups is somebody who comes rushing in, right, as the defender of your heart. And he is offering you his. And if it's not love, it's something that you love, and somebody will make an offer to you that you're going to feel really good about. And the knights, as they come rushing in, right, since they're out there defending their kingdoms, the one that comes with the cups, right, is offering you something emotional that you can trust. So this person is very trustworthy and they lead from the heart. And of course, the court cards carry the energy of the number one. So maybe this is a new romance. And maybe it's the rebirth of an existing one if you are struggling in that area. All right. Finally, we have Pisces. Wow. This is another major arcana card. And this is the World card. So that means for you, Pisces, there's something major, some quest that you were on, say with the Fool when it started out at 0. Now at the World card, the quest that you were on comes to an end. And that's good news. It means that you have gained all the knowledge that you needed in order to continue on your path. So it's a great week where you're feeling excited and happy about completing something that's a big deal for you. So it's, I would imagine, as we consider the North Node is now moving through your sign for the next year and a half, an opportunity for you to really understand your purpose and start living it. So there's something about this week ahead where you begin to understand what the work of the North Node being in your sign for the next year and a half means, and you'll be happy about it. All right. Exciting cards, always an interesting mix of energy. And I love, again, hearing your comments and your feedback on how these cards are resonating with you and for you. So continue to make those comments down below or on any of my platforms, and consider sharing my information with somebody that you think could benefit from it. If this information resonates with you, the more you listen, the more impactful it becomes, because I pick up on the energy of my regular followers, and that becomes a part of every reading I do each week. So thank you for tuning in this week. Again, come back and check out the Astro lesson as well. We have, like I said, a pretty big tumultuous week that, of course, here has everything to do with the change in the presidency in the United States. So things are about to get a little bit wild. I'll see you on the other side, and let me know again what I can do to help. Take care. And I hope you have an amazing week ahead. Go check out the Astro lesson also on my YouTube channel to see the full week broken down day by day. Take care.